for the Humane Society. This is our 15th year. It's hard to believe, and we've been at this for 15 years. And I want to say thank you to everybody who's here today and who comes almost every year in a very special healing ceremony to really appreciate what our pets bring to us. And it's compassion, it's unconditional love, and each of us each year we put up pine cones and light this tree with white lights for the pets we've lost and blue lights in honor of the pets that we have now. And this is every year we come and there's somebody who has a loss, so it becomes very special to be able to come together with people who feel the same way that we all do for these animals. And this benefits the South Euclid Humane Society in a way that brings community together, but more importantly brings us the very important funding and donations to help us get our stray cats and dogs off the streets into homes. And we take the sick, we take the feeble, and we take ones that otherwise wouldn't get anywhere. But for us, we take cats with FIV, we do spay neuter, we do everything we can to make South Euclid and the surrounding communities a no more homeless pet community. So we welcome you today, and we hope one day we won't have as many pets with all of our efforts, that we really, really can become a community where we don't have to worry about placing cats and dogs. So we're doing well, we're doing better. There's less animals euthanized every year. When I started this work, it was in the 15 million, we're down to 4. Which is still unacceptable, but it's a drastic change. It's drastic, and we're hoping that one day we can come and have 0, maybe in our lifetime or mine. But I want to welcome our mayor, Mayor Georgine Wheelos here. Please come up. And our mayor's been here beside us for every year she's been in office and really supports what we do, and we really appreciate it. We have our service department here to put these beautiful lights up, and we have the space, and we have without the support of our mayor and the community, we couldn't do what we do. And do you want to say a couple words?
I just really want to say thank you. I don't think you really realize what this association has done. The city budget no longer really reflects a need to help our animals because the Humane Society actually does it themselves. We do a little bit, but we don't do a lot. We do have a wonderful kennel. We have great officers that help when they are staying there. We actually let them roam around the offices a little bit. And we just, from the bottom of our heart, we thank you, because in these tough economic times, these are the programs that go away. And instead, in our city, it's just blossomed, and we have a lot of great homes and a lot of great animals. So thank you. And Jane Goodman, one of our council people at large, is also here. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of our heart.
Thank you, Mayor, and hello, Councilwoman Jane Goodman, Ward 4. Thank you for your support. So the program will go first to thank our volunteers, each and one of you who will go to the pet store and clean the cages and transport for us and take care of the animals that are at our, we have them at Petco and PetSmart. So we'll thank our volunteers, and we'll introduce our Pastor Scott Blevins from the Garfield Memorial Church here in South Euclid. So we'll do that after we thank our volunteers. So each year we have a plaque for very dedicated volunteers, and I want to present the first one. And this plaque is going to go to Joan Brassoff. Come on up, Joan. Joni has been with us since 1999. So I met her while she was working in South Euclid, and she expressed her interest and dedication to the stray animals in our community. And ever since then, she's been with us through thick and thin. Joan sets things up. Joan is the backbone of our organization. And so she's going to receive today the Lifetime Achievement Award, and she really deserves it. So let me give this to Joan.
I'm at a loss for words for the first time in my life. Thank you very much. I love our cause and what we do, and all the girls work so hard in their own way. We all contribute.
Yeah. Joni, thank you. And want to hold up your plaque so the mayor can take that. Thank you. So this year we have rescued probably 50 dogs and cats and have placed them into homes, and we've spay and neutered a lot more feral cats and transported a lot more. I can say from our inception we've probably placed over 600 cats and dogs, and we don't have a large organization, so all of us really work hard. And I want to introduce Ann Oswald, who deserves an award. She is also a fundamental participant and backbone as well in the organization, and I'm going to hand this over to Ann so she can present an award.
Thank you, Sunny. Every year, I always think we have the worst year, or the best, however you want to look at it. I think this year was definitely the toughest since I've been involved, and it's been 9 years. This is just a list of the cats and kittens we took in probably within a month period. There's 50 right here, so we probably did way more than that. And we had a lot of situations with a lot of feral moms that were giving birth in backyards. We needed foster homes. I was fortunate enough to run into a mother and her teenage daughter at Petco earlier in the year who said they'd like to help clean cages. Well, they did a lot more than that. They stepped up and actually volunteered to foster 4 kittens that were pretty much feral already, and they spent countless hours and time and energy socializing them and helping us place them for adoption. And these cats were very sick. They cleaned endlessly up after them and just put in so much effort. So they went way beyond the little cage cleaning that they had volunteered for. So I wanted to recognize them this year because without them I don't know what we would have done. And obviously with all the other supporters we have, both the time and commitment it takes to make this work. So I'd like to present this year our Volunteer Appreciation Award is presented to Leah, who is the teenage daughter of the family, but the entire Roeder family stepped in, her 2 brothers, her mom and her dad. With deepest gratitude for your never-ending commitment to go anywhere and do anything for cats in need. Thank you, Leah. Okay, thanks.
I know I'm speaking for Leah, who doesn't like to speak in public, but we thoroughly enjoyed it. This was definitely Leah's initiative that got us involved in it, and Leah was the main impetus behind this. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and we're looking forward to meeting again next time.
So if anybody's interested, we're going to be at City Hall after. They can sign up if they want to become a foster family. Well, I'm sure they get with kitten season way too soon. So every year we have a star on the tree which represents animals in situations. We've had all kinds. This year the star represents animals that are torn in war zones, because not only do the people and the environment get devastated, but the animals also are caught between the firing, the devastation, and we're losing animals, especially to extinction. The white rhinos, we lost them. But we're trying to hang on to the black rhinos and the southern whites, but with all the war, it's very difficult for the conservationists to get in there and help. So we're really in a difficult time, but we have to fight back with compassion. And every effort we make with a compassionate action reflects in the universe, I believe. So every small thing we can do to help these animals will and the people, but these guys need it because they can't speak. So that's our star, and that will be here and stay on the tree with the war-torn countries. But at this time in the program, we're going to have our blessing of the animals. And then after the blessing, I'm going to light the tree, or actually have our mayor do it, please. And then we're going to end the program here by reading of the Rainbow Bridge. And so we'll introduce Betsy Trayman's Luana, who's going to do that at the end. And then we usually leave and go to City Hall, which is across the street where there's refreshments, and we'll have some cats up for adoption. But I don't know if I want to just introduce Charlie. He is Foster. Here with Deb, the tan and white dog, and he is an available dog who needs a home. We hope for the holidays that every animal can get a home. But I want to turn this over now to our past